We don't treat people based on how they benefit us. You're supposed to treat everybody good and treat everybody with respect. That's a real person. That's a person with a high self-esteem. Because depending on how I treat you is a reflection of how I feel about myself. So if it's hard for me to be polite, if it's hard for me to show you respect, if it's hard for me to even like you, that's because I got issues within myself. And I'm projecting them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Got nothing to do with you. We make things about us that has nothing to do with us. You go to the grocery store and the lady is ringing your stuff up and she don't say hi to you, even though she was just having a lively conversation with the person right before you. And then now you show up, they don't say, how you doing, sir? You know what they usually say? Did you find everything you need? She don't say nothing and you don't even look at you. Just grab your stuff and slide it down. Now, for the person standing there to say, oh, she's probably racist, or if she's the same color as me, oh, she probably got issues with men, or you ain't got to come up with none of that stuff because none of that got nothing to do with you. You making it about you. It has nothing to do with you. A person with high self-esteem can see that. And they don't leave the grocery store feeling some kind of way because a person didn't acknowledge them like they did the people before them. They know that person dealing with something. And you might say, how you doing? Even if they don't speak to you, you're like, oh, okay, I'm good. All right, no problem. Get your bags and your stuff and leave.
As I got older, it didn't really resonate what self-esteem was. But having been here and having gone through this is the best I've felt about myself in a long time.
Wow.
No, this is the best I ever felt about myself.
In your life?
In my life. This is the
wow.
best. Because I understood that I needed to have that.
Mm-hmm.
I had that confusion about humility.
You just didn't know how to get it.
Right. Well, humility and self-esteem, they're two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can be humble, but you also need to have a really rich feeling about yourself.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is, because a lot of people push that being humble kind of thing.
Right.
But what you had to learn was, I mean, you can be humble, which says, I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I still love me.
Right.
So it's a lot of grown people who are gullible.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of grown people who don't know. There's a lot of grown people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. They don't equate self-esteem with how much they love themselves. They equate self-esteem with what they wear, what they drive, how much money they have, what kind of trip they going on for a vacation, what kind of girl or woman or whatever they got on their arm. You know, it's a lot of grown people, adults, who equate self-esteem to that. So you're not guaranteed to learn it. You can go through life with a messed up mentality, which means you're going to get through life. You're just going to go through life with the emergency brake up. So it's going to be harder for you. You may never learn it. And the only reason those of us in this room, well, those of you in this room are learning it because you're in this program. And if you wasn't in this program, you would be thinking the same way before we started talking about these things. So just keep that humbleness about ourselves because you don't know what you don't know. Keep that in mind when we think about our family members and our friends because they grew up like we did. And some of us got parents who got a story, man. Even though they haven't told you what it was, if you knew everything your mom or your dad had to go through that you don't know about, it'll explain who they are a little bit more. But most people don't know how to explain that to you. They don't know how to explain it. They don't explain it to you when you're a kid. They're probably not going to explain it to you when you become an adult. But your parents have a story. They were miseducated too. See, right now what we're doing, we're working against that miseducation. That's why y'all having these eureka moments like, wow, whoa, really? Oh, I'm going to have to put up with that. Oh, that was something. Oh, I see that. And that's why y'all seeing so much in what we're talking about because now you're changing. But if you wasn't in this program getting this information, you wouldn't be. So keep that in mind, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Knowledge is a blessing, man. Yes, it is. To know is a blessing. So y'all know, knock on the door. It's going to be open. Seek, and you shall find. But if you ain't knocking, if you ain't seeking, you ain't learning. All right, we're going to end it right there.